Hello, I'm Jamie Cruz, and this is Module 11 for EDL 854, covering gifts to students and staff. Gifts for staff members. These include items that are purchased for personal use, so the teachers will be able to take these home. They could be personal items, gifts of any kind. Here we have a picture of a bracelet. So the gifts would not be things that would stay at the school. So something for the classroom that's going to stay in the classroom when the teacher does leave, whether it be taking another job, terminated, retires, whatnot. So anything that would stay in the classroom would not be considered a gift for a staff member. Gifts for students. These are paid for from school activity funds. They are appropriate for fundraising incentives. So if you're doing something like we would do a lift-a-thon for our athletes in the summertime, and we would reward them for reaching a certain level of fundraising. Those gifts should only be used for the students who participated in the fundraising, of course. As always, they need to be age appropriate, and they need to be cost-wise low enough to where it doesn't harm the profitability of the fundraiser. And then obviously only use funds raised by that group. So you wouldn't want one group to raise money and purchase gifts for a different group. Special achievement gifts. These could be for academic awards ceremonies or athletic banquets or anything like that. The gift should be, again, nominal in value, so relatively cheap, and then, of course, age appropriate. These monies for the gifts could come from the general fund or donations, parent groups, athletic funds. We have a booster club that would purchase these at times. Gifts to staff members. This is something that should be guided by written procedures and then also coordinated by a committee that would meet at least once a year to cover and review the guidelines and make sure that the gifts are being purchased and covered in a way that's meant to, or what they were meant for. Reasonably priced. Again, you don't want to spend too much money on these. Something typical would be a staff remembrance fund. Here at USD 382, we donate. Each teacher donates, I think, just $10 at the beginning of the year. So those would be kind of the dues for that, or donations. They should never come from student funds. And then again, should be governed by a committee that would meet and make sure that, just as in other gifts, that they should be going towards what it was intended. And it's always good to have a committee made up of people that are going to get together and talk about, make sure that the fund is being spent in the way it was intended. All staff gifts. These could be token gifts. Here I think I've got some pictures of some coffee mugs and some coffee. So token gifts, smaller in value, again, low cost. Again, staff-generated funds can be used here. Limit the practice of using general fund because general fund should benefit the entire school. And the cash or cash equivalent item of these items has to be turned in on the W-2 form as income. So I thought that was interesting. Sometimes you forget about that. If you're giving out gift certificates or just straight cash, those are things that have to be turned into the W-2 or on the W-2 as income. Special efforts, sometimes done for students or staff members. So special effort fundraising for illness or a catastrophic event. Maybe somebody it was a cheerful event. Maybe somebody got married or they had a baby. You need to make sure they consult the district accounting department before you approve any fundraising. And then again, this has to be turned in on the W-2 as income. And best to be organized and ran outside the school setting and not utilize school bookkeeping records or staff. I think the school can maybe recommend that an outside group, maybe a booster club or maybe some parent organization, do this outside the school, and that'll alleviate some of the problems for the school district. So that is my presentation. Thank you.